Hello and welcome to the channel. The Lamidi Apapa-led faction of Labour Party LP has called on its presidential candidate Peter Obi to stop with trying to overturn Tinubu's victory at the election tribunal. Amazing stuff. This faction, they are on their body. They not stop there. Them even won the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and Trade Union Congress TUC for rejecting the new pump price of petrol. This one a Labour Party have been a APC. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Step down your quest to overturn Tinubu's victory. LP fires Peter Obi, warns NLC TUC. The dismissed former National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Abayomi Harabambi, has asked the party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to stop his quest to overturn the outcome of the February 25th presidential election at the Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal. Harabambi, a member of the Lamidi Apapa-led faction, noted that Peter Obi is wasting the court's time. Addressing journalists on Friday, the factional spokesperson said the call became necessary following the event that happened in the tribunal on Thursday, where the court stepped down hearing the petition filed by Obi and the Labour Party against the election of President Bola Tinubu. He stated, "We have followed with keen interest the shameful development and approach by the so-called legal team assembled by Peter Obi, challenging the outcome of the February 25th presidential election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and we have, like many Nigerians, come to the conclusion that Obi is not only taking Nigerians for a ride, but will continue to waste the hard-earned resources donated by Nigerians for this purpose to even enrich himself the more." Obi attempts to cage the sense of thinking of Nigerians by trickily obtaining money from them to fund the court process, making them believe that there is something for him at the end of the day must stop now. All of you here who have been following this case can recall that the day we had an altercation in court with Abure's group, INEC announced that Peter Obi could not pay for CTC form, EC08, and other documents for the election. That now compelled them to only present only 30% of the materials they would need for hearing at the Election Petition Tribunal. How would any right-thinking person go to an election tribunal with only 30% of your documents, where not all of them would be accepted or agreed to be tendered by other political parties? 3 days ago, they said 2 of their councils were sick, and yesterday, they could not even file a single process with the array of sound with Obi. This is what we have been saying, that they are just trying to hoodwink the public, deceiving the obedience and giving them false hope that they have something at the tribunal. It is evident from the attitude displayed by them when they wrote a letter to INEC that Obi could not pay 1.5 million naira. Who are they deceiving? Councils were sick, just 2 out of how many of them, and they stalled the court process when time is already against our party. Yesterday, the court had to give them a stand down of 10 minutes to file their process. They came back and they could not do anything. You heard what the court told them. They are wasting the time of the court and they are not serious. He added, "That's why we have consistently maintained that Obi is not serious. He came into the party with nothing. He didn't fund the election. He didn't fund the party. And he didn't do anything for the party. He only came to mess up the entire process and to deceive Nigerians that he has something to offer them." Labour Party is thereby calling on him to step down his selfish ambition and stop messing up the party if he has nothing serious to present to the tribunal. Meanwhile, speaking on fuel subsidy removal, Harabambi knocked the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and Trade Union Congress TUC for rejecting the new pump price of petrol, adding that it is unfounded for them to support Obi's initial plan to remove subsidy, but are against Tinubu for doing it. He said, We cannot reverse that position because it was not our candidate that won the presidential election. Whatever we have agreed on during our campaign and as a party that promotes peace, equity, and justice in Nigeria, then we can't be found abrogating and reprobating at the same time. Our position is that once Obi said he would remove fuel subsidy from his first day in office, the same organized labor who stood on that position must not be seen working in cross-purpose on the same thing that Tinubu, Atiku, and even Obi said they were going to do. Obi said subsidy was an organized crime that must be stopped. NLC can't call for any strike. If they do, it is obvious that they are just being mischievous for a reason best known to them, or maybe they have something against the president that they should come out open to tell Nigerians. That is our position as Labour Party. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. In related news, a shifting of the All Progressives Congress APC, Bayo Onanuga has urged Nigerian workers to ignore the directive from the President of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), Joe Ajaero, asking them to go on strike next Wednesday over the removal of fuel subsidy. Onanuga alleged that the NLC president was acting the script of the Labour Party LP in a bid to destabilize the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Speaking via a post on his verified Twitter handle on Friday, the APC stalwart wondered the reason Ajaero did not oppose the LP and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, who also promised to remove the petrol subsidy. Onanuga lamented that the NLC president was aware of the destabilizing effect the subsidy was having on the economy, yet was still against its removal. He called on the Nigerian people and workers to support the government as it works out new wages and rolls out other interventions as promised by the president to mitigate the effects of the new fuel price. He wrote, NLC President Joe Ajaero has asked workers to go on strike next Wednesday over the removal of petrol subsidy. Despite being privy to the distressing financial figures which justified why subsidy ought to have been scrapped a long time ago, my advice to the perceptive workers and the Nigerian populace is simply to ignore Ajaero and his ilk. He is playing politics and is actually acting the script of the opposition Labour Party out to destabilize the young Tinubu administration. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.